Hello and welcome! We have another special guest on the channel today, Narawich Nayana, also known as MyStars in the Thai VGC community. He was my top 4 opponent at the Thailand Nationals. Really nice guy. One of my favourite memories from the tournament was being on stage at the end, getting instructions from the Thai staff, not being able to quite understand, having MyStars help me and then apologise for his bad English, which was perfectly good English, and I was one that was having the problem because my Thai is not good. So, an excellent player, a really nice person as well, and I'm really pleased to have him on the channel. So, we're going to have our best of 3. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so... one of these Lunala Groudon teams has become quite popular. Grimmsnarl in support as well. Yeah, this could be a tough one. We've gone for a bit of an unorthodox team ourselves once again. What should we do here? So of course Koga looks really quite nice. I think Thunderous looks great as well, because we do have that weather ball. We do have to watch out for the Lunala in the lead, which I think we might just see. I think we definitely do see the Lunala in the lead. So what we're going to go with, I think, is we'll lead these two. Of course we'll bring Koga, we'll keep Koga in the back. And it's going to be Bronzong or Groudon. Do I want a late game Trick Room mode? I think I do. So we're going to go with that. Try and overwhelm early on, and then a Trick Room mode in the back for the end game. The Lunala is it's a bit of a problem though, for sure. Kind of wishing I'd gone with the Assault Vest on Thunderous, which I almost did when throwing the team together, but I didn't, so here we are. Okay, so no Lunala lead, which I'm happy to see. I'm actually really happy with this lead. He is free to put us to sleep. That is the only problem. So, of course, I've got the Thunder. The Electric Terrain, sorry. I've got the Electric Terrain. But that doesn't stop the Thunderous being put to sleep. So maybe I just commit now, get... that's going to be a tough one. Maybe now is the time, nice and early, we get Bronzong in. I think he's going to go after the Thunderous slot, so I'm going to protect that side. Yes. So a bit of a weird turn 1. If you've gone with the Sleep Powder into the Bronzong, that wouldn't be ideal. Okay, so we called that correctly. The only problem is he can still just Sleep Powder that same slot again. Yeah, we're in a bit of an awkward spot. Of course I want to get Kyogre in. I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to switch to Koga now. It's a bit risky because I think he wants to Sleep Powder Bronzong. So we're going to try and pull the wall over his eyes. Worst case scenario, he goes into that slot. Hopefully he'll miss. He's still just setting up his screens. He does go into the Bronzong. Perfect. So we get a Trick Room up. Now this is, of course, the max here is the obvious play. The problem is I do want to skill swap, but you can't skill swap when a Pokemon's Dynamaxed, which is just a bit ridiculous, but it is what it is. What else could I do? I could Gyro Ball, go for the Water Spout. We're going to go for this play. So we see a Dynamax. So it might just be going straight after the Venusaur here. Which you have to imagine that is the case. So we've got Levitating Koga, but that might not really come into play. Okay, Spirit Break's going to put pressure on us as well. Vine Lash. We've got an Assault Vest, but we do actually hang on. But not ideal for sure. Weakness policy. Okay, that makes things a lot more difficult as well. Okay, yeah, make things a lot tougher. So I think I've got to make this play again. I think we've got to go for the skill swap, get our Levitate back onto that slot because I expect the Max Quake to go there. Just put out another Ice Beam. And hope that we can reverse the Trick Room turns. So hopefully it is a Max Quake into that slot. It is. So a Protect from our end is super obvious. Super obvious with either of our Pokemon here. Of course, it's going to be Thunderous. I'm not gonna take Max Quake onto that slot. Does Grimmsnarl have Dark type move? That's a question as well. From here, I could let the Trick Room turns just expire. I think I want to do that because otherwise we just get spored in the end game. Protect. So in comes Lunala. Ooze for good measure. So this is a really nice end game for MyStars. So getting in the special attack and boosting the special attack, and the weakness policy on top. Okay, so I mean, there's not much else we can do here. Double Protect with Thunderous. We'll break the Shadow Shield. We need a Double Protect. As simple as that. We'll go for it. We don't get it, unfortunately. man, this is good. This will knock out either slot. Thunderous goes down, and then we've got Regieleki. We don't have Dynamax yet, but it's going to be all over from here because he's 100% got the Groudling back. We've still got Bronzong, but that's not really going to make much of a difference. And this has gone not well at all. This has been a very comprehensive loss. I mean, from here, is there anything? I don't think there is. No, I don't think there is. So we'll take some time to think about what we're going to do for the next game. I think we're still going to leave Thunderous. If he wants to go for the Sleep Powder on turn 1, then that's just something we have to deal with. But we're going to go on the offense for sure in the next game. Is it worth me playing this out? I don't think so. I don't think there's any information that we need to get. The Grimmsnarl is quite annoying. We're putting up with the screens, but we can't really stop that. Unless we lead Incineroar. So we're going to give up this game. GG's. Well, GG, I should say. Well played. Yeah, got destroyed that game, so we'll reevaluate and see what we can do in game 2. Okay, so this time around, we're definitely bringing Incin. I was worried about the Lunala lead in the first game, and we might still see it. If we do, we do. And I feel like the Lunala kind of forces us to bring Kyogre with our Assault Vest, because we don't really want him getting set up with the Meteor Beam. The thing is, if we keep it out of Trick Room, that means we can bring Regieleki and get bigger damage off in the end game as well. So, Regieleki or Kyogre? I think it's probably got to be Kyogre. I mean, look at this team. How do you not bring Kyogre? Okay, this is what we're going to go with. We're going to try and catch him out on the first turn. If he leads Venusaur again, we'll try to get rid of that with Thunderous. Let's see how we get on. So it's the same lead combo again, which I'm very happy to see. We might see a Protect come out from Venusaur, but if we do, then we do. But we're going straight on the offense here. We're going to switch Incineroar out, get Groudon in, and go straight for that Max Flare. Into Venusaur. If he goes for a Sleep Powder, and he goes in, well, if he goes for a Sleep Powder, then we might just end up being put to sleep, which would not be ideal. But this is our play. So it switches out. Is his own Groudon coming in? It is, so we've double switched. We both switched in our Groudons, which leads me to believe that we might just see a Sleep Powder. Hopefully not into Thunderous. It was into Thunderous, but we avoided, so I'm quite happy with that. We got off quite lightly there. So Venusaur's gone, which is a great start. Now, we've got the pressure at the moment, but of course We're also going to be giving up pressure a little bit later on, since we've still got Dynamax to come our way as well. So we're going to try and get as much damage down as I can. Glad we've brought Koga this game. So the question becomes, there's a few things that go down here for sure. Do you Trick Room, or do you just go straight after Thunderous with Meteor Beam? A Groudon switch, an Incineroar switching from me is fairly obvious. At the same time, I don't want Incineroar taking unnecessary damage, because we're going to need as much help as we can for the rest of this game. Yeah, I want this Lunala gone. So we see a Dynamax, could be the I expect it to be the Groudon. It is the Groudon. So hopefully we can get some big damage off onto Lunala. The Shadow Shield is going to dampen this quite a bit. Yeah, and the Precipice Blaze isn't going to be enough, unfortunately. It's just a Moongeist beam. So possibly just doubling our Groudon, trying to get that gone. His Groudon is faster. So an Incineroar switching would have been really, really nice, but we didn't go for it. That's okay, because we don't need Groudon. Sorry, we don't need. Yeah, we don't need Groudon so much at this stage. We'll get Incin in. No White Herb, that's good to know. Lunala will take another Max Thunder. So we're going to switch Koga in now. Get that Max Thunder. So I think the Meteor Beams could of course come out into either slot. I think it probably comes out into Incineroar. Especially if he expects the Sugar Berry on that slot. So we do see the Meteor Beam. The suspense, that's into Koga, right? Yeah. Still a ton of damage. We got an Assault Vest, that's still a ton. Oh, it's a crit, that's why. Oh, that's not ideal. Yeah, not ideal at all. I mean, I'm 99.9% sure that the Groudon outspeeds our Koga anyway. Just racking up these special defense boosts. I don't think we've really got a way out of this, unfortunately. I think even with the special defense boost now, the Thunder's not going to knock out. Yeah, I thought we might have seen a protect there, and we do. So well played, very well played. We'll probably just see the max rockfall now. Yeah, max rockfall. So that'll take Thunderous down. Then of course the sand will probably finish off Koga as well. It's a really nice play. Instant against the world, and yeah, I think this is going to be another loss. I think the only way we no, we don't win from here. I don't think there's any path to victory from here. I think that on the next turn we just see the Groudon switch out to Grimmsnarl, reset the Intimidates, lets us take down the Lunala. And then Groudon comes back in and cleans up. So we'll play it out, we'll go for our Snarl anyway. And the off chance he misses every Precipice Blade and we burn him with a Flare Blitz going the other way. I don't think there was much else we could have done, to be honest. We were not really prepared for... He still survives anyway. Not really prepared for the Lunala in particular, because it threatens it threatens quite a lot of our team, and we don't have an easy way to threaten it in return, unfortunately. Which is where the Assault Vest Thunderous would have been helpful there, because the fourth move would have been Dark Pulse, but we didn't go for it, unfortunately. And yeah, slowly getting to the end. Lunala finally goes down, and then Groudon will come back in to clean up. Yeah, I wanted to test the Thunderous Regieleki combo, but this wasn't the team to do it against, which makes me think that maybe it's not something worth pursuing, or maybe we just need to switch up the Thunderous in that particular strategy. Try to get Electric Terrain up, and then get some rising voltages in Electric Terrain off with Regieleki, which basically is the same damage as if you Dynamax Regieleki. But we didn't get to see that in this game, and this is all over. Sets up Reflect, just in case. Our Sugar Berry, will we hang on with the Sugar Berry? We've got a whole 8 HP. No, unfortunately not. So yeah, we lost quite comprehensively. First game just didn't go well at all. The second game, we made some adjustments, they were going well, but MyStars just played really well. What more can you say? Really well played. MyStars, thank you very much for coming on. It was a pleasure to meet you at Thailand Nationals. I'm looking forward to heading to London with you and hanging out and seeing how well you do there. So thanks again, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.